To hell! Might as well be.
Okay, let's do this.
My name is Annatier.
How did I let you talk me into this?
Because you want
Because I'm a sweet talker, I guess.
No, I think it's because I'm spineless.
No, I think it's because deep down you two have a morbid curiosity about this sort of experiences. You thrive on the thrill of experiences these different sort of games,
Well,
because you don't get to do them as much as you do, and deep down you are curious. We're all curious about certain things. The things that's, especially if they are the things that scare us the most. It's almost like, let me use the Fritz Lang analogy. People are not obsessed about murder. They are obsessed about the idea of murder.
Well, I know I'm more interested in the fact of the investigation part of how one reveals the murderer. You know, rather than the act itself.
See, that was not the analogy I was...
No, don't look at the wall.
That was not the analogy I was going for. I merely meant to say that deep down we are fascinated by things we cannot comprehend, and we are drawn to them, even though we are irrationally scared by them. It's almost like a conundrum, a separation of the soul, a dual nature of mankind that thrives over the what's the word I'm looking for? The frailty of our mind, and I'm just using big words right now.
Like I was earlier, but I was using poetic words.
I think I'm starting to slowly.
No!
What?
Corpse. Crunching bone.
Foreshadowing, I guess. I think I'm slowly turning into a proverbial Lovecraft right now. You feel the flesh of the walls constricting you, taking the breath away from you, in preparation of what cosmic horror awaits your descent into the hell of the mind. Oh man.
But yeah, to be honest, when it comes to me and horror games, I actually do have interest in the design aesthetics of the monsters or whatever is going to be against the hero, so to speak. And I'm interested in seeing what their designs are, rather than anything else. But actually experiencing them is another matter.
Yes, like I said, we are drawn to the idea of murder rather than the murder itself. You know, it's the
thrill.
That's the thrill, the obsession, the fetish. That's where they all come from. The desire to taste the idea, more likely to taste the forbidden fruit without actually getting to taste it, because that would be unsafe.
Yes, and won't be good.
And it might be disappointing. So there we are, pondering about the nature of humanity and fear while we descend into the starcase of Annatier.
No, do not turn me around, game.
Yes, it tends to do that occasionally. Clearly, it's purposed.
Oh, please kill me. No, not in real life, no.
Okay, this is actually a very insensitive... you didn't know this, but this is actually a very insensitive thing to say in this particular context.
Oh, sorry.
Because actually I think, like I said, the dark thoughts that inspire the character of Annatier, and also this game that came from Raitana's mind, I do believe that she actually had about this kind of thoughts too.
I didn't mean it that way. I just meant it in the figurative way.
So that's something that she actually shared with the fans. So I'm not making things up. I'm not speculating over the misfortune of others. Like I said, I really admire this artist, and I want for her all the best imaginable, really. And I really hope also her fictional universe of the so-called Encephalus universe, which is basically this fictional world that she created to give to turn Annatier into an actual character of this world. I hope it gets successful enough that she actually starts to write books about it. Because let me tell you about it, this Encephalus fictional world that she created, and I am hammering the fact that it's her fictional world so that we get clear about this. It's completely original, by the way.
Did you knock?
Yes. I did. It was me. Don't worry.
You knocked on the desk. Good. I thought someone was knocking on the walls or something in this game.
Are you really all that? You're really on edge, aren't you? So the world of Encephalus. This is interesting because this story here, this Annatier's descent, is actually supposedly taking place in that particular world. In fact, she did a story narration and a narrative adaptation of this game to explain what exactly the story is here. Like I said, Raitana, the cartoon character, was locked in this hellhole by Annatier for mysterious reasons, because apparently Annatier was mad at her. And make no mistake, Annatier actually loves Raitana. She's really clingy about her. She cannot live without her, literally. And yet she can turn on her in a millisecond and pushing her to suicide.
Oh no!
She cannot help it. She cannot help it because she effectively is the manifestation of her psychosis. So it really goes beyond her ability to control it. That's what I get from the actual character of Annatier, outside of the symbolic importance of it. So there you have it. We have this world called Encephalus, which is apparently some sort of twisted realm that is held by the shoulders of some sort of gigantic cosmic horror in the void of space that needs to be fed blood every day, otherwise everything will crumble into earthquake and tornadoes. And there are these various cities atop this land, this fictional world. One is called the Wayside City, which is basically all the worst of humanity, and monstrous things, murder and serial killer, roaming free, black markets, selling of organs, and blood rain that summons dementors from the depths of hell. Happy place. And then there is a little town called Smilesville, which is where the Raitana character lives, and everyone is happy and smiley and colorful, loud. Houses are like the fungi from the Smurfs cartoon, and they relax and everything. And then there is a third city, which is based more, I believe it's based off San Francisco. There's a beach and everything, which is the balanced neutral ground. And then there is the unknown part of this Encephalus world. And at this point, it becomes clear that the entirety of Encephalus is basically an allegory for a veritable allegory for a fractured mind, which is probably her mind. I think it's quite obvious.
No! Get the darkness out of my face!
Backpedal, turn around. Go! Run ahead!
Ahead? No! Mouse! Stop it!
Oh, that was close. Close.
I did not see anything. It was so blurry.
I think Manic might have been behind you, but I could not be sure about it.
The mouse went out of the window and I couldn't move at one point. That was scary.
Oh, you just panicked.
Oh, my lord.
you know, on a completely unrelated note, I think 2013 was actually a great year for horror games.
Yes, from the
Not
indie
ju-
developers side, anyway.
Yeah, well, there's also Isolation.
Yeah, Alien Isolation was a great horror game for, you know, it did a lot more for horror than Shinji Mikami did for horror, that's for sure.
Shinji Mikami never did anything good for horror. I mean, Resident Evil might have been scary in its days, but it was merely meant as a homage to George R. Romero. And Resident Evil 4, while scary at parts, it's mostly actually unbridled fun than horror, if you ask me.
Yes.
Because it's a lot of fun, Resident Evil 4. Let's try to replicate it until the end of time.
Yeah.
Am I right, the evil within?
Yes. I think Evil Within gets it. Oh,
So-
please tell me this is not a hole. Please don't be 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 a hole. I do not want.
Okay, relax, Tavar. Usually the hole is on the right side of the intersection.
Usually, I found it's usually the left, but then it's like, which one is the usual for this hole to appear at? And
Which one is the right way? Which one is the right way? Is it the way on the left? Is it the way on the right? Is the left way the right way, or is it the right way the left way? No, wait, is the right way the right way, or the left way is also the right way? It might be the right way, but it's on the left.
oh, no!
That was something that happened briefly. I've seen it too.
I think there was blood on her face.
That was Annatier's lovely shark green face.
I don't. All this, man.
You know, speaking of horror games, I think we should try out Bunker 16 one of these days. It's only 30 minutes long, so it won't even take much time.
Bunker 16. I've never heard of that one.
I've been curious about it ever since I heard Jordan underneath briefly discuss about it. We need to play it someday.
I'd rather not play any horror game.
Okay, maybe not immediately. After this, we will have to go back to something a bit more light-hearted, for balance sake, because human nature needs balance.
No! What's going on?
I think it might have been behind you. Good thing you actually ran ahead.
Well, I saw the steps and I thought, down the steps I go!
By the way, what floor are we?
Oh, goodness gracious, I don't know. Darkness, please show me the path. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, good, I thought that was...
You thought for a brief moment that the world turned upside down.
Okay, we're at floor 32?
We're doing much better than last time.
Oh, God. Wait, we're going up?
Feels like it, isn't it?
Is this a trick?
It might be. I don't know.
Wait.
I think you're going. I think you're going back. You're actually going back, actually. So yes, maybe the trick's on you, I guess.
Oh, I do not want this anymore.
So all of this, basically, the bottom line of all this, basically monologuing of mine, is that I find the character of Annatier and the relationship that was actually built between Raitana and Annatier through various means of narrative media to be really, really interesting and quite enthralling altogether. So, like I said, go check this artist out. Go check Raitana's Eishin work, all of it, most of it at least. You might find something that you actually enjoy. Also, she has quite a sense of...
No! What's going on? No! 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 No!
I saw it. It was ahead of me. I saw it. Briefly, but I saw it. He was there. Yes. Yes.
No. No more.
That was pretty scary. That was pretty scary, wasn't it?
Oh no. Why didn't I just let... No. Need not those forts. Those forts bad. Forts, go away.
Fear is the mind killer. Well, how is the saying go? How does the saying go?
I don't think I'll be entertaining in horror ever, like other Let's Players. I don't know how YouTubers do it and make it look funny. I'm just doing this and it's all too real. My fear.
That's why it's funny.
No, it's not.
Well, for people watching, it might be. I know it is for me. I'm watching you struggle and squirm with your own inner demons, and I'm just here laughing at your misery because I am not playing it in the first place.
This is just like the real me. Basically, I let the demons of others affect me. No! Please leave me alone. Let the demons of others. Please don't do that.
You know, this is a very silent situation.
Something's there.
No, don't backpedal. I know what that is. You need to lock gazes with it and move around it. Move around it. Don't look. Keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. Keep looking. Don't. Okay, you should be safe. That, I believe, that was Tantrum. You just met Tantrum, and yes, you need to actually see him and never actually distort your gaze to it, and you need to move around it and all that. So that was a bit scary.
Like I was saying, it's like this game is like representation of someone else's demons that's affecting me.
This is Silent Hill after all. This is Silent Hill. This is pretty much Silent Hill, isn't it?
It's like being real life, where like I said, I let the other people around me affect me and their demons.
So I believe we found the perfect game for you.
The perfect game. This is like psychologically insane.
Psychological horror may very well be the best form of horror, actually.
Yes.
Because the only thing scarier than the horrors of the human mind are the horrors of what cannot be fathomed. Which, and more often than not, the two things coincide.
We're at 40.
Chapter. Oh my gosh, you're a level 40. I was about to say chapter 40. I was speaking of my immortal. We're so close to chapter 40 right about now as we record this.
Chapter 40 of life.
Okay, let's get your mind outside of hellish towers and buildings. So, hey, have you ever seen the Towering Inferno? Or have you ever seen?
I don't think so.
Ever seen Die Hard? What about Poltergeist?
No! Who's there? What? Who's gonna kill me?
Nobody. If you keep going on.
Where's I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go?
There.
I'm seeing nothing. No! No!
Go back! You dead. And he died.
No.
And he died. You were going so good. You were doing it so great, Tavar. You were doing so good. It's just too bad. Oh well. At least we actually get to see a few more monsters than before. I consider that a victory. Come on, cheer up, Devar. You're done with this game. You're done forever. You don't need to play it anymore. We showcased enough, I believe. Next time, we play Five Nights at Freddy's 2. No, we're not.
That game's not scary at all.
No,
Don't
it's
get me
not.
started on that.
No, it's not scary. It's just frustrating. Not scary at all. I mean, the first game still kind of gets me, but the second game is just
Yes. And there's a third one coming out now.
I know, and if the fan theories and the various interpretation of the subtext is correct, that game is going to take place in the one Freddy Fazbear restaurant in which those children were actually murdered and inserted into the bodies of the animatronics.
I heard it's 30 years later or something. Maybe.
No, actually, here's the thing. The first game takes place, I believe, in 1993. It is believed.
Yes.
Second game takes place in 87.
Yes.
Which was the
year of the biting incident.
Which was, yes, it was mentioned in the first game. The problem of 87, and the third game, I believe, it's taking place in the first iteration of the restaurant, in which those children were murdered.
Yes, that's the only.
So,
to be honest, the story is the only part that's actually interesting. The rest of it is
actually, it's not even the story so much as it is the subtext. So really, when the subtext is more interesting than the game itself, you have a problem. You have an interesting subtext, but a really repetitious text. Five Nights at Freddy's is quickly becoming the paranormal activity of indie gaming.
Anyway, let's end this now.
Yes, I don't know. We derailed into a conversation of Five Nights at Freddy's for no particular reason. By the way, Reitana is actually playing Five Nights at Freddy 1 and 2, so I think it was somewhat contextually appropriate. So, last minute save.
Yes, last minute save. That was definitely serious. Save there.
All right.
Okay.
So this was, and so once again, Annatier's Descent, the SPC 087B mod, created by Reitana Seishin and part of a larger narrative universe that's been told through various means and media. Once again, thank you for joining us, everybody, in this playthrough of a really interesting, experience, I would like to say, and everybody, I would like you to applaud Devar for keeping his nerves as much intact as he could during the playthrough of this mod. So, applauses. Good job, Devar.
I don't deserve the applause, really.
Devar, don't sell yourself too short. I am proud of you. I am really proud of you.
Well, I'm glad you are, I guess.
So, also, you were much more of a presence than last time we did this with the improv and all that. It felt more like a back and forth this time, that we didn't have the charade to cloud our experience of this game from being to the fullest of its extent.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking like this. I feel so Lovecraftian tonight after this. Whenever I talk about horror, I feel like descending into my own staircase into oblivion and pick up my own mind and bring up the biggest, fanciest words I can think of. Alrighty then.
Okay.
This has been Maggot. This has been
Maggot.
This has been Maggot and the Body.
Oh goodness.
Play a game. Annatier's Descent. Thank you again for joining, and remember to like and subscribe and all the things that you're usually supposed to do at the end of a video. See you next time.
One word from me, Reitana.
Yes?
You have my utmost respect, and I'm sorry, I'm all jittery that I had something in my head, and I just want to say that, you know, that you have, Reitana, you have my respect, and I hope you continue putting your as much of yourself into this work because
It's a good outlet.
yes,
It's a creative and constructive outlet to help to channel yourself into. Yes.
and not only that, you let other people experience that. That's
Yes,
very
people-
special. That
Really
is.
pretentious people like me were actually naturally drawn by it, such things as metaphors and allegories and subtext and and the idea of giant cosmic horrors holding the basis of a floating realm of nightmarish fractured psychological mindfulness into the void of space. So really, good job again. Maybe we actually get down to read some of our original short proses for completion's sake in the future. But for now, we rambled long enough. It is time to say goodnight.
Take care, everyone, and see you around.
And don't let Annatier bite in the bed like the bed bite. And I botched it. So good night, everyone. This has been Howard Phillips, Madhog Craft.
Always ascend, never descend into darkness.
The right way is up, not down.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I come in your room, secretly haunting you.